Welcome, everyone, to Go With The Flow. I am your host, Flo Essence, and I'll be solo for probably like 2 minutes or so. There was a lot of traffic. I don't even know if that even flowed correctly just now, but there was a lot of traffic today getting here. That's why we're starting late. So I do apologize for getting on kind of late. But yeah, 295, there was a big crash or something, and we all just got mixed up in it. So thank goodness none of us were in the crash, and we are here, as always, to give y'all some good stuff. So to get things started, we have two incredible guests in the building today. We have Mrs. Raro Lae and Victoria in the building here to talk about their workshop. So they'll be on the mic a little bit soon. But before we get that started, I have a couple hot topics. One that I really want to talk about, I'm going to wait till Dazzy gets here so I can really get into it. But first and foremost, shout out to my girl, Erykah Badu. She just hosted the 2017 Soul Train Awards. Okay, guys, you guys know that I love her. She did amazing. I didn't watch the entire thing, but I watched most of it. So my favorite part, of course, was the cypher, especially because they had Faith Evans. Like, oh my goodness, like that was beast for me. So yeah, shout out to her. Next thing is LL Cool J. I want to say congratulations to him for graduating from Harvard Business School. And this is something that I actually wanted to talk about too, and since they highlighted him, and a lot of us who have gone to school, or you haven't gone to school, I feel as though people who, like, once you're a celebrity and you graduate college, nobody really gives you the same amount of credit. And that's because they feel like you could have paid somebody to get your work done, or you have ample amount of resources to do what you need to do, so that you're not in there actually grinding like an actual student. So, I mean, when I saw the picture, LL Cool J was, sitting in the classroom raising his hand. So to me, he was in class. But I mean, to what extent, I don't know. But, with all that being said, I just want to say congratulations to him. Swiss Beats also graduated from a Harvard Business School. And he's also pursuing another set of education, trying to get an owner's/management degree. So shout out to them. I definitely give a lot of respect to Swiss Beats, because he's trying to actually learn the craft and know what he's doing, rather than just, being gifted and just going with the flow, so to say. Actually, there you go. So next thing is, I might not be able to wait for Dad to get. I'm gonna have to talk about it. All right, y'all. I gotta go in. So it's Libya. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the news or not, and knowing what's going on in Libya right now. There's a freaking slave auction that is happening in Libya, and this is like ridiculously crazy to me. So I first heard about it on CNN. And CNN, pretty much what they did was they had a private, I don't want to call him investigator, but pretty much like a spy who went in, who actually witnessed a sale being going on. They tried to talk to two members who actually were just sold, but they were very fragile, and they were really nervous, so they didn't, want to talk to them, or they didn't trust anybody at the moment as well, because they just got sold. One thing that I want to say first is really interesting about this is, one, I don't know why it's not trending #1 right now. That's number one. That gets on my nerves. That's number one. Number two, I found it really interesting because as I'm doing my research, I don't know if maybe you're familiar with Vlad TV. Vlad TV is known for like putting out artists and like pop culture and stuff like that. Never stuff on this kind of level. So I'm just scrolling on Vlad TV and I see a headline that says Chris Brown and T.I. So, I love Chris Brown, so I clicked this just to see what Chris Brown's talking about right now. And what it brought up was something that he has said about Puerto Rico. So as you guys know, there was also a natural disaster that happened in Puerto Rico, and till this day, it's been 68 days that Puerto Rico has had no power, no electricity at all, which is crazy. So he pretty much did a big rant about it, like, what are we doing? What's everyone doing? It's been 68 days. No one's talking about this. Woo woo. He actually said nothing about Libya. Then T.I. pretty much reposted something that Michael Blackman said, which pretty much was like, wake up, everyone, look what's going on, et cetera, which was pertaining to that. So within this article, what they did then was they had a link that directed you immediately to CNN. So why I thought this was so interesting was because they found a way to use a market who doesn't normally, or who probably wouldn't normally go to CNN.com or BBC News or whatever news station, and they found a way through culture to still enlighten and let people know what's going on. Now, do I think this is really new news to us? Yes. I think it's new news to us. But I don't think this is something that is new news to the people who are running it, the people who know about it. The thing about this country and the way it runs is, okay, one, we already know that in the United States we're dealing with systematic enslavement, okay, with the system. We like laws. We wanted laws because we thought laws could protect us, this and that. Okay, now a lot of us are waking up and realizing that these laws are actually enslaving us and keeping us in our positions. Okay, so now we have Libya where they're actually, where you guys have now just found out that they're actually having slave auctions. Do you not think that they're doing this anywhere else? The people who are running this, the people who have power, the people who are right there with Trump, do you not think all that's happening right now is they're just getting a little bit messy? That's all it is. They're not being as clean anymore about the things that were already going on. So this is absolutely crazy. It definitely is crazy. I don't know what we're going to do because a lot of people like to talk about these kind of things. And I know when it comes to foreign affairs, there's a lot of different kind of governments that protect people, et cetera, et cetera. They wouldn't be able to do this here because we know we're not rocking for that. But stuff like this goes on everywhere. So I am glad that CNN was able to go in there and really expose what's going on. I am still mad that it's not #1 trending. But yeah, y'all gotta wake up. This stuff is happening everywhere, and I'm sure we're gonna hear more and more and more stories. So these people that are in power, people like to elect different people, like, come on, we gotta get it together. Like I was even sitting here reading this stuff, like I literally know what I want to know what I can do. Like anyone who's out there who's right now trying to figure out a way to help or bring some kind of justice or something, look, hit me up. flowessence@gmail.com. Go with the flow, whatever it is, because I'm not trying to just talk about it no more. Like, I'm tired of talking, and I mean this all the way from everything inside of me. I'm ready to do something. I'm not saying I'm about to fight everybody, nothing like that, but I want to be smart, and I want to definitely make a difference. So that was my little rant for today with my unpopular discussion. So with that being said, we actually got a really dope switch gears and really quickly, excuse me. We actually really got a dope reggae artist who actually submitted their songs to us. One thing I love about the show is people always submit exclusive music to us, things that they haven't released yet, et cetera, and I definitely appreciate the love, and I appreciate you guys recognizing us. I promised I would do a live video of us playing the song. This song is actually by Cyclone. It's a reggae song, and Cyclone actually had the #1 reggae album in July. He's the first independent artist to do this in 8 years, so it's definitely a big deal. So this song is called Run the Place. All right. And like I said, he topped the charts, the Billboard charts, so definitely shout out to him. After we get back, we will have the lovely ladies of Envision Workshop on the mic.
We are on the place. We are on the place.
Eleanor, start.
We are on the place. We are on the place. Fitted jeans, white tees, Louis V belts. I just win on me Wolfpack V-neck. Me a pull up a gal feet, guarantee she wet. 9 months later, baby push out and maybe see say, go ask Frega, who are the prefect? Screw face and bad breath, that are no real threat. Cause anyhow you make me head hurt and me vex. Daddy have the thing where you check say right you know. I red square around the place and I be asking up. One the push up on the base and I be asking up. A girl alone we embrace and I be asking up. One the shows late and I be asking up. I put more around the place and I be asking up. Waterford I fit me place and I be asking up. I Dunkirk around the place and I be asking up. And the yams of the place and I be asking up. Money in a shoes box, weed in a suitcase. Ever hustle for the money, you know me cruise there. No bag of man can follow me, me and no cruise yet. Scrape up every dollar, every shilling, every loose change. Me know the real ones, them, me know who fake. I know they are till me boss fi collect few change. Me know the hypocrites, them, me carry 2 face. A quick visit for $3 that go bruise change. A red square around the place and I be asking up. One the push up on the base and I be asking up. A girl alone we embrace and I be asking up. One the shows late and I be asking up. I put more around the place and I be asking up. Waterford I fit me place and I be asking up. I Dunkirk around the place and I be asking up. And the yams of the place and I be asking up. Fit Fitted jeans, white tees, Louis V belts. I just win on me Wolfpack V-neck. Me a pull up a gal feet, guarantee she wet. 9 months later, baby push out and maybe see son. Go ask Frega, who are the prefect? Screw face and bad breath, that are no real threat. Cause anyhow you make me head hurt and me vex. Daddy have the thing where you check say right, you know. I red square run the place and I be asking up. Only pa push the pan the base and I be asking up. A girl alone we embrace and I be asking up. Only pa show the shows late and I be asking up. I put more around the place and I be asking up. Waterford I fit me place and I be asking up. I Dunkirk I run the place and I be asking up. Alliance of the place and I be asking up. We are run the place. We are run the place. We are run the place. We are run the place.
Victoria, I didn't mean to slice you though, but that's why I wanted to. Okay.
In my mind.
Okay, cool.
So we back.
Oh yeah. Oh man, look, y'all gotta come to a live show one day. Like, we have a lot of fun during the break. But yeah, so those who are tuning in, we have. Oh no, we don't have Raro. We can't see Raro on the screen. Oh, there she is. Okay, we have Raro Lae and Victoria in the building.
Hello.
How you ladies doing?
Good.
Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. We can just hop right into it. I mean, you ladies are doing some amazing things right now with your workshop. So please tell us about it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll start off with how we came up with this Envision. We were just exhausted with going to so many empowerment seminars, networking, marketing events, and leaving empty-handed. We would go there feeling empowered and inspired by listening to the keynote speakers, and we had a notebook full of ideas and successful tips. And 2 weeks later, once we leave, nothing happened. Like, we weren't as successful as the keynote speakers would say or would promise we would be if we stick to these, 5 key points or what have you. And we just got tired of just not having something that can tangible and visible. So that's what our goal is with this Envision workshop, and this is just one mini series of several workshops that we'll be having throughout the year. But this first one is a vision board workshop. What else better way to go into the new year with with a successful plan? So we wanted to really give back to the community and give them something that is tangible and visible that they can hold on to and for the year. Awesome. So now I'm familiar with Raro because we share the same industry, and so I want to know what brought you two together, because I believe you're a travel blogger, so two bloggers, obviously, but what else was that connection that you were just like, yeah, we can do this together?
Well, we're actually best friends.
Okay, hey, bestie.
She made me become a blogger.
I didn't make her.
Well, she inspired me. Inspired me to become a blogger.
Yes, because Victoria, we've been best friends since undergrad in Towson, and Victoria, whenever we're planning a trip or going anywhere or planning anything, to be honest, because Victoria is low-key a control freak / OCD and organizing, but it's amazing because we need her. And she was just so amazing with doing that, planning trips, going all over the world and doing everything, and going places that typically millennials are not going, and actually really, really exploring the different cultures, not just staying in the hotel and doing stuff for the gram, but really, really fully diving into the different cultures of all these different countries. And I know I was definitely you should document this. People need to see it, and people would really learn from it. And she definitely did that and went above and beyond, and is still doing that. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yes. She just sitting there.
Yeah, she's
what can I say after that? My whole bio.
That's how your best friend's supposed to be. Your best friend has to go hard for you, though. If they don't, then it's not real.
There's an issue.
She must be the boss, because the way she, you gave her big props. She the boss?
She is the boss.
That's why. Okay, now, okay.
Yes. I like that she can also be able to say that, yes. I mean, we all know our roles, so it's okay to say that she is the boss.
I'm the boss when it comes to traveling. She's the boss when it comes to media entertainment.
Thanks.
Wow. So, how do you guys handle when you guys? I know y'all probably bump heads sometimes. So, how do y'all handle that and move forward from that?
I think we just kind of definitely talk about it. Again, Victoria might be the voice of reason, because I might get really, really passionate, and I'm like, I really think it should be this way, blah, blah, blah. And I think over time now, I'm kind of like, okay, I can step back, but she's definitely that person reminding me, like, just think of it from all perspectives and everything. So
we just recently decided to just, whenever we have an argument, just to be authentic and vulnerable with each other. So if we have something that we need to say or that we think we should say, but we're scared to hurt each other's feelings, like, that's where we've created this. And it's all just been recently, before we created Envision, that we would just come to a space where it's okay for me to share what I'm truly feeling, because if it doesn't get out, it's just going to keep being building up.
So how did you guys actually get to that place? Like, that is, I feel like, everyone's dream, to be able to share that openly with their best friend. So what was it that you guys were just like, you know what, this is like, you're not going nowhere, I'm not going nowhere, so whatever it is, this is it?
I think it started with an argument.
Yeah, probably.
That's normally how it starts. Okay, thanks for being honest.
With an argument. What was the argument?
She did not lie. Flo, you were not lying when you said you were about to go deep.
I told you. I asked you the question.
You're going to give us like a relationship. And so I was like, whew, that's a breeze.
But she talking about our relationship.
I mean, that's important too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was with an argument. But honestly, what was it about? How did it get started?
I don't specifically
Be authentic
remember.
and vulnerable, Raro.
I think I was having an emotional breakdown.
Oh,
and
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think because a lot of times, I guess the whole vulnerable thing, like, you know, like in the industry, everyone has to be a boss. Like, we're being transparent, but we're being transparent to a level. So probably only the few people that are like really close to you actually really see everything that's going on in the background. And so I have breakdowns, and my breakdowns are quite severe, and like sometimes I have anxiety and stuff like that. So I think it was like one of those moments
where I wasn't having it.
Yeah, and I was like, it's cool. Like, I don't agree with everything she said, but there was a lot of things that she did say that I was just like, okay, I definitely need to take a step back and reevaluate like the way I'm doing certain things. And I think from that, from there it transpired, and we were able to have like more of open communication, because we've always had open communications, but it's kind of like when you have friends, you kind of shy away sometimes from those serious things, and you like push them to the side. So we were just able to fully address those situations. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yo, this was right in my face.
Yeah, I seen you over there struggling. I was like, I just seen you struggling just now, and I was like, oh, she needs that.
Ooh, Bobby Mercer.
There you go.
We're on live.
There you go.
Yes.
There we go. All right. So, I mean, those are really real things that happen. And I'm glad you guys hashed that out before you decided to go into, like, this project with each other. So, what do you guys see the, like, 5-year goal for this? Like, you know, like, where can it go? Or where do you think it can go? Internationally.
Yeah, like, when we decided to do Envision Workshop, the first thing in my mind wasn't to stay within the DMV. It was internationally. Like, my goal is to travel around the world and inspire and motivate others. And this is a great opportunity for Envision. And so that's where my head was at, was internationally.
Yeah. And I guess I would be the same thing, because just the different things that I've been doing are kind of already like going internationally per se. So with that, DMV is one place, and I definitely want to make sure that we are empowering, and like our goal is to empower like everyone in the DMV, as many people as we can reach, but then also going to other nations, because born and raised in America, but Naija till I die. So I have to make sure that definitely we reach Nigeria, but there's so many other places just from the places that I've traveled from, she's traveled to, and all the places, there's over 140, like I think there's like 190 countries in the world, and if we're able to take this knowledge and influence somebody's life in these different countries, I think that is the main goal, to at least touch different lives in all these different nations.
That'll be dope.
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
So how do you guys deal with clients who are extremely cheap, but they want to like travel to like Australia or Dubai?
I think with the traveling, that would be her. But I know with clients, say for example, I have marketing clients and clients that want to be featured on the blog. Like I get like hundreds of submissions, and the submissions for the blog, like honestly, I don't charge for that. Getting people to like share their music and everything. But for example, for my marketing company, I don't know. I was listening to different seminars and going to these different seminars, and of course, like at these different seminars, you do hear like helpful things, and it's like, would you rather have 50 clients that are charging that you're charging $200, or would you want to have clients that maybe 10 that you're charging $1,500? Because realistically speaking, you cannot handle that many clients and give them the proper attention that they actually need to make sure that their goals are actually met when you have so many clients. So you do need to limit yourself, and you need to know what you're actually capable of and not spread yourself too thin. So I think when you first get in the industry, you're like, oh, I can't charge that much. Like, you doubt yourself, and you're like, who would want to pay me this? Like, I'm just little, blah, blah, blah. But when you really sit down and you think about it, each and every single one of us has something to offer. And whatever you have to offer, don't spread yourself thin and try and do everything. Know what you're good at and really, really just like excel. Take more classes, take more different things. Like somebody sent me a link of like 40 different free stuff, and I'll share it with you guys too. 40 different free classes, from like Java classes, graphic design classes, getting better at copywriting, and these are like 6-week, 8-week courses, like really, really teaching you, and they're free. And so I think I just am like focusing on increasing my craft and getting better at what I do, but knowing that there is value that I'm bringing to these clients. And yeah, I'm going to have to raise the prices, and the prices are what they are. And you'll realize sometimes, like, obviously I'm still a small business, so I know what it's like to be like, I can't afford $3K, like, and stuff. But you realize that you can help when you want to help, and there's obviously different cases that you'll take on because you like really, really see their vision and you know they're serious about it. But the people sometimes that are asking you to do something that's probably supposed to be like $800 or something, and they're asking you to do it for $50, are the ones that are going to be calling you every single day, every second of the day, as opposed to the clients that are actually paying what they're supposed to pay. And you guys have the outline, you have the business plan set out, you guys have your weekly conference calls that you check on each other, and they're probably just like, hey, I paid you to do this. I know that you're capable of what I paid you to do. They're sitting back as long as you're achieving my goals. And those will be the less stressful people that you're dealing with. So I think it's just knowing what your worth is. I tend to ramble. Sorry, guys.
No, but you said a lot of good stuff. A lot. You saw me over here. I'm like, yep.
But knowing what your worth is and not being scared to increase that price because you're bringing value to your clients, essentially.
Yep.
She,
I was she looking at me like she want me to answer. I don't know.
No, well, as far as like you asked, how do I deal with clients who want to go for, say, Dubai or Australia, but on a cheap budget? A lot of people, what they don't realize, when I travel on a budget. Like, I'm taking the cheap flight.
Spirit.
Maybe not.
Nah, we gotta make it there too, though.
Spirit will have you messed up. For example, we went on like a mini trip and they canceled the day of.
Spirit, Spirit.
They charge.
Spirit will cost you money instead of saving you money.
Yeah.
But for example, like when I travel on a budget, and a lot of people don't when they see me taking, you know, these pictures in these glamorous places, they think like, oh, I must have a lot of money. Oh, I'm staying at this nice resort or whatever. But a lot of people don't realize, like, no, I'm staying in this nice resort because I stayed 4 days in a hostel to save up money to stay in this nice resort for like 2 days or what have you. Or they might see, like, you know, how are you able to travel to this place and that place? Well, I'm taking, you know, the cheapest flight, and it may not work around your schedule, or it may like conflict, or maybe like weird days, like where it leaves on a Tuesday. Like the cheapest flights leave on Tuesday. Leave on a Tuesday or Thursday. It's not, but a lot of people are picky, so you just have, I personally have to be patient with clients who come to me asking, oh, can I fly to Dubai in the summer, you know, leaving on a Friday, coming back on a Saturday for $1,000? No, first of all, one, you're traveling in the summer. Like, that's the highest peak of when to travel. That's the most expensive time to travel, that and holidays. So, and I also travel during the off season, so in November and October, or the fall or the spring. So a lot of people they get frustrated when they try and pick a trip and they think it's so expensive. But if you really have patience and like just change what you're comfortable with and change your schedule to fit the prices, then everything is a lot easier, and you can save a lot of money just by traveling in a different season.
I would say cheap plane tickets, you can get them on Tuesdays at 3 p.m.
You know the exact time,
Yes,
too.
3 p.m.
Confirm?
And there's
I'm telling you, Tuesdays 3 o'clock.
There's a whole bunch of sites that I subscribe to that gives you cheap flights. I just bought a flight to the Philippines. I'm going to the Philippines on the 5th for $335.
Wow.
Round trip.
Yeah, round trip.
Wow.
And first of all, going to the Philippines is never $335. And in December, so I just stay on top of those glitches. That's what they're called.
Yeah, glitches.
Yeah.
But you got to pay for those.
No.
That's free.
Well, some websites.
Yeah, they got like.
I'm not gonna drop my gems. You have to come to the Envision workshop for that.
Yes.
But yeah, some websites you do not have to pay to subscribe.
Okay. So let me ask you guys a question about this. I'm really curious about this vision board. So is this like your normal vision board that you go in and you have like, I don't know, a magazine or something, and you pick things out that you want to do in 5 years? Is that pretty much the gist of what it'll be about?
I know.
It could be 5 years. It could be, you know, this upcoming year, 2018. But we're providing all the materials for the vision boards, the boards itself, the magazines, the craft materials that you'll need.
But I think we're providing all the materials, but it's also, I think we're going to be, well, not I don't think, we are going to be doing like a few little different workshops before, just kind of like to get your vision a little bit clear, and as well as like different icebreakers and things of that nature.
And the keynote speakers as well.
I was getting to those as well. I was getting there.
Inspire you with your vision, because the vision board making isn't going to take place until the end of
Don't give them too much. But we can't
that
give
don't
you the
mean
full
don't
schedule.
come late.
Yeah,
Don't
because
come
you will
late.
miss out. There's going to be a lot of different things you will miss out. But I know personally with my vision boards, I do them on a yearly basis. So I still have like my notebook and a journal where I have like my 5-year goals, my 10-year goals, and life goals that I want to ultimately accomplish for like my career as well as for my personal life. But it really depends, I guess, on the person, whether they want to do a vision board for 5 years or do a vision board for 1 year. But I know it's highly encouraged, and I would definitely encourage people to do it on a yearly basis, your vision board, just because when you put a whole bunch of goals and objectives, it's like your to-do list. If your to-do list has 30 things on it, you're just going to get overwhelmed when you see your to-do list. You're like, I'm not doing this. This is like too much. I don't even know where to start. But if you do stuff and you break it down quarterly, or you break it down weekly, or you break it down yearly, then you're more prone to actually achieve what's on there because you won't be overwhelmed by so much at one time.
Right. Let me ask you guys a question. So, did you have a vision board this year?
I had a vision jar.
A vision jar.
Yeah,
Okay.
vision/prayer jar.
Was it like nice. Was it like a yearly or like a 5-year?
So far, this is my second year doing it.
Okay. So have you been able to cross things off of your vision jar?
Well, with the vision prayer jar, it's not crossing it off, but at the end of the year, I open it up and, I unfold the pieces of paper, scrap papers that I put in there in the beginning of the year, and it's pretty amazing to see what has been accomplished.
Nice.
And what prayers have been answered.
Yeah, nice.
That's what's up.
How about you?
So I have a blessing jar as well, but I have not been as consistent with that, even though I'm getting blessed every single day. But I have a vision board that I guess I've been doing for the last 3-4 years. And so every year I'll do a vision board and I'll go over it. And last year I was very intentional about my vision board. So I made the vision board before we entered into the new year. But the year, I guess, okay, what year are we in? 2017. Mm-hmm. So 2016, I was very intentional. So I'm looking at my vision board every day consciously, and I'm like, okay, got to do this, like get braces, check, get a new car, check, like do this, get a new job, check, like everything I'm like checking off, and I'm like, wow, like I'm really on task on my vision board. This year in 2017, I don't think I was as intentional about it, but then maybe a month or so ago or whatever, I looked at it recently and I'm like, wow, I really accomplished a lot of things that were on my vision board, and this was not consciously doing it. So one thing that's always said is make sure that you put your vision board somewhere that you see it every single day. So whether you're consciously looking at it or subconsciously looking at it, your mind picks up on it. Right. So even though you're not intentionally doing something, because you're seeing it every day in the back of your mind, you're kind of like programming yourself to like get this done. And I think that's what happened with me for 2017, because I'm like, I did all this stuff, and like, yeah, I make my quarterly goals and I make like my yearly goals, but like I don't think I was as intentional as I should have been, and I still was able to accomplish many of these things. So I do mine on a yearly basis, and I find that it helps a lot.
I think it helps. I mean, it looks like it's keeping you on track. Both of you on track. Like something to. I have never actually done one before.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, I think I need
You'll
to
be
do
doing
it.
one this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Wait, no, it's this. No, guys, I'm gonna be in Jamaica. I'm gonna be in Jamaica.
Okay. Well, I'll
She's the reason why I'm going right there. So blame her.
At least you traveling.
I am. Yeah. So that should be a nice little trip too.
That will.
Yeah, but I think I want to do one because I feel like oftentimes and like I'll get distracted, a lot going on, overwhelmed, like even like you were saying, breakdowns, girl. I had one a month ago. All those things, and I just need something to always keep me back. So I think this will be a good idea for me. So I'll just do it virtually since I can't be there, and then I'll be at the next one though.
The next one.
Yeah.
We can meet up after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much is the workshop?
So the workshop right now, tickets are only $25 because some people missed the Cyber Monday deal.
I know, the 25% off yesterday.
Yes.
Dang.
And then students are only $15. So we're providing all the materials. We're providing food. We're having the keynote speakers. We're giving away a lot of freebies from both Venture with V and Sailor Global Solutions under my brand on RaroLae.com with free templates for your businesses, for traveling and everything. So there's a lot included under this. And so you really just have to show up, come with your business cards. If you don't have business cards, come with your mouth and be ready to network.
Come with a positive attitude too, and get ready to just be outside of your comfort zone. A lot of people, when they come to these events, they'll come by themselves and they kind of stick to themselves. And we really want this to be an engaging workshop for everyone to mix and mingle and to share ideas and to help each other with their vision boards.
Yeah.
Is it free food? Free drinks?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. How can we have it without
what kind
free
of food?
No, you have to just come.
It's gonna be good though. It's
good.
not cheese.
Not cheese.
It's
It's not a
catered
veggie platter.
No, it's not.
It's catered by.
It's catered by Shayla Ross. Great, amazing food. Great. What does he have? He has this banana. Oh, I told it.
That's just okay. See, Victoria.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
We
Red
spilled the beans on this show.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we did.
Dessert is going to be
She spilled one of the
amazing.
desserts. That's fine.
Oh, okay. So are you guys going to be talking about timeshares?
No,
We were not.
no.
I
I don't believe in timeshares.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask, because timeshares is just a waste of money.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
just-
believe in timeshares. Please don't.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's just skip that topic.
I hate them things.
Oh man. So in terms of business, now I know you have your own thing going on. I know you have your own thing going on as well. Does it become difficult at times trying to also balance it all together? Did we understand?
No, I,
Okay,
yeah.
no.
No, I
I'm
didn't know
like
if she was going to
thinking,
go
I'm-
first.
They
or
was
me.
trying to
Letting
figure out
that sink in. Yeah, I'm letting that sink in. Does it become difficult? Well, for me, it doesn't, because my business is my passion. So it's my hobby. It's what I love to do. Like I said, it's my pastime. It's my passion. I'll be up 1 a.m. just typing away, like searching for deals. So it doesn't become that much of a hassle for me.
So finding cheap flights for you is like couponing.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
felt it when you were like that. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you bring work home.
I bring work home. I bring work to work. Like,
Wow.
so when it's slow at my 9 to 5.
Don't
then
say too much before you get.
Okay. No,
They ain't watching
I
us.
mean, when it's slow at my 9 to 5, there I be typing away. So
Yeah.
Sound like her.
Yeah.
She work nonstop.
because it's your passion, and when something's your passion,
I
then
take work to work, work to
Yeah.
everywhere. I
You
take both
enjoy
jobs
it.
everywhere, actually, unfortunately.
Yeah, she taking work to Jamaica.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
am.
don't know about that.
Nah,
It's
She's driven.
It's a good work. Not my 9 to 5 work. I'm not taking that work
Okay.
with me. Yeah.
leave one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Flo Essence, she's going to Jamaica. That's it though.
I definitely think it can be a hassle at times. Like, my work is my passion. Like, I dedicate all my time to doing it and everything. But I have my 9 to 5 where I work for an IT company. I do business proposal writing and marketing. But then, which kind of intertwines and also helps me get clients too. But
You better hope they're not listening for
no,
real.
no, they're fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but because certain things they don't do, like the marketing aspect, they're not a marketing company, they're an IT company, so they don't mind if I help other companies do marketing as clients. But I think it can become a hassle because it's, for example, right now we're doing the Envision workshop, and it's not a bad hassle, but we're doing the Envision workshop, then literally simultaneously planning the annual Christmas clothing drive that's going on. I'm managing my interns. I was just talking to Victoria about some of my different interns and like stuff that we're working on / needs to be worked on. And then on top of it, I'm coming up with new ideas for next year for RaroLae.com. I'm making sure that I'm having all my materials ready for Sale Global Solutions. And then I'm still trying to get more clients. So, and juggling having friends and a boyfriend and like stuff like that. So it definitely can become a hassle. And, but I think the most important thing that I've realized is like really just like praying a lot, and then also not getting caught up with like opinions, because a lot of times like it's good to like look for advice, but when you look for advice from like so many different places, sometimes that can really confuse you because not everyone's going that same path that you're doing, or not everybody understands. Like they might understand an aspect of the entertainment realm, but not the marketing realm. Or they might understand your personal life, but not the business life. So it's like, don't get advice from too many different places, but then also have those people you can get advices and know who's good for what advice and what seminar would be good to empower you on this different level, or who, like a mentor or somebody who can help you on something. So it's kind of like just knowing where to grab that help from, as well as help other people at the same time. But I definitely could say it's overwhelming. I just got back from Thailand. While I was in Thailand, I was relying on different things and people to do certain things, and I'm finding myself in Thailand. I'll just do it myself. Like, and so you realize, like, it's a 24/7, 365 days a week. And I think naturally you're going to get overwhelmed if you're doing that many stuff. But it's really just trying to, like, balance it out and make sure that you do have the few people and God to, like, fall back on and make sure you're, like, getting it back together when you do have those meltdowns that I've had. Yeah.
So how do you balance relationship life and your work life? I'm pretty sure they clash sometimes, right?
They kind of not really, because like I've had in past relationships it clashes and stuff, but when it comes to like business in my relationship now, it doesn't, because my boyfriend right now, he's getting his MBA, then he had a master's in econ, so for the first time, and no shade but shade, I have not always dated so intelligent of people.
Wow.
So it's the first time where I'm not helping them with their assignments or with their work, and I can actually be like, hey, so there's this business plan I need help with. Can you help me with this business plan? And he's like, okay, sit down. What's your mission? What's your goals? Write this down. Like, literally, we were just doing this like a week or so ago, and I'm like, you're so fine. Like, so it's like.
So you must have dated drug dealers before him.
No.
That's what it sounds like, though. Like, that's what popped in my head. A drug dealer. Like, he don't know what that is. A business plan. What?
No.
Go on the street. You hustle.
That's his business plan.
I don't know.
No, I never dated a
Throw
drug
the shade.
dealer.
Just throw the shade. You got a new one.
No,
Just throw the
I
shade.
never dated a drug dealer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The past is the past, but I never dated a drug dealer.
Okay.
That's dope. I can relate a lot to what you're saying. A lot on a lot of different levels. Like a lot of
The drug.
Hey, yo.
hold on. No.
Hey, man. Nah.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. That's 2 shows in a row.
Same
2
question
shows in
for
a row.
me.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
Two
you
sh-
ask the same question 2 shows.
I'm talking to her now, man.
A lot of insiders. So you follow the show,
Insiders,
you
yeah.
definitely
Okay,
understand
okay.
why this is this
After
funny
the
right
show,
now.
we'll fill you in.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all like twins, though, a little bit. I'm sorry, it's a lot of inside. She was like, I don't know what's
but
going
I mean,
on.
it's cool. The energy is
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Okay.
Now, are
That's
you
the
in a
energy.
relationship?
Yes. I'm in a
Okay, so how's
relationship.
it balancing as well?
She seemed bossy, though. This my opinion. You just seemed bossy.
You feel like I was bossy?
I personally don't, but then I might
I mean,
not
in
be a
your
good person.
relationship, you seem like you're probably the bossy one.
No.
No, she found a boss to boss her boss.
Yeah. Nah.
Oh, you're not the boss? Oh, okay.
No, but
They're both
I've been
bosses.
in a relationship for going on three years now.
I got to think about it.
And- Yeah, because it feels longer than that, honestly. So we both have to keep reminding ourselves it's only been this long because it feels longer. But he's right there with me. I've made him into a travel addict. So we travel together, and, when I need help finding stuff, he helps me find deals. So
That's
we
real
pretty-
love.
Yeah, we work together.
That's what love is about, helping each other.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
You know what I'm
Helping
saying?
each other. Dude.
If you're not helping each other towards
It's a
goals,
waste.
then it's
Why do
nothing.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's an inside joke?
Are y'all
I
together?
know.
Or
Wow. Wow, pause.
Okay, so
you didn't get,
okay, let's clear that
I'm
part
not
up.
even her type.
So
I didn't.
we're both in relationships.
Okay.
There you go, yeah.
separate people.
Separate people.
Yeah.
Wow.
We do have good chemistry, but no, not we're.
Anyway, yeah.
So we might as well just end the relationship talk right there. I think it was good. I don't know how I got flipped on this side. It's usually on the other side. I don't know.
Yeah, when she
I
started.
thought we was the co-host and host. They done flipped.
I don't know. what
Dang,
happened.
y'all.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
I
y'all.
went from
Okay.
drug dealer to y'all in a relationship. Like,
I can't.
That's all
Well,
Raro.
before we go, please let everyone know how they can get tickets to Envision and all that good stuff.
So you definitely can go to Envision Workshop, which is ENVISION Workshop on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Or you can go to the link, which is bit.ly/Envision Workshop. Or either of our pages, Venture with V or Raro Lae.
The link is in our bio.
Yeah, it's on our bios and everything. It's on our websites as well. And then get your tickets there. Tickets are only $25, and we will be selling limited tickets at the door, but the prices will definitely go up, so don't wait till the last minute to get your ticket. And student tickets are only $15, so definitely making this as affordable as it can be for everyone, just so they can really be prepared for 2018.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, for coming on the show. It was amazing. As always, y'all, I done messed with the spiel. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please reach out to us at gowiththeflow.rn@gmail.com. Hit us on IG, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at gowiththeflow_RN. Definitely shout out to everyone who has voted for us for this years of Rippies. We are... what is it, Monday, December 18th? We'll see who won. Hopefully we won. It'll be in Baltimore. We're super excited.
Flo bringing it home, man. Flo is bringing it home.
And so is Dazu, okay? Yes. And last but not least, we'll be... next show is the last show of the season, right? Okay. Two more Tuesdays. Oh, we got 2 more Tuesdays. Okay. 2 more Tuesdays. Sorry, y'all. All right, y'all. See y'all next Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Peace.